Hey everybody, it's Elizabeth and Brett Cline, co-founders of The Lost Church. Thank you for being here and tuning in to our Anchors Away showcase. It will be, that's right?
Yep.
Okay.
It's a showcase.
It's going to be our reoccurring donor campaign.
That's correct. It's the start of our monthly recurring donor campaign. Can't believe it's been more than a year since we've seen all you guys. Miss you, love you, but thanks for tuning in tonight. Big, huge shout out to, of course, to all the artists who have taken their time and dedication to create this evening's magic. Finally, the big thing is excited to turn you over to our Master of Ceremonies tonight, Mr. Josh Windmiller, our Director of Development. Woohoo! For those of you who don't know Josh, he started the Railroad Square Music Festival, and he was absolutely instrumental in getting us our funding and getting us opened our theater in Santa Rosa. So with that, I'd like to turn you over to the amazing, the fantastic, the wonderful Mr. Josh Windmiller. Woo!
Thank you very much, Brett and Elizabeth. It is wonderful to be with you this evening to do what we do with Lost Church shows and have special evenings, intimate performances, maybe some stories, and a good time together. So everyone who's watching right now, if you're able to, please take a moment and share the event. You can do it right there on your screen. You can just share it. Let folks know that there's real special evenings happening. Like Brett said, my name is Josh Windmiller, and I'm so happy to be with you this evening on what is going to be a really special show. We've got a lot of really good stuff here coming up. So this is the Lost Church's first virtual event. It's really exciting, and it's also a little bit odd for a group that has just made so many memories of live experiences, and in fact says that real life is way better than virtual stuff. So what we did is we've done some special things to try and make tonight just a little bit extra special and really give it that special magic that you're used to from the Lost Church. One of the things that we're doing is we get to have some people get to talk a little bit about their experience with the Lost Church and memories, as well as sharing songs and whatever else they're doing. The idea is that we will be celebrating what has happened with the Lost Church over the years, and then also have a little reminder that some of the most amazing shows of our life are to come. And so thanks for being here with us for this special evening. Now, this is the beginning, this is the kickoff for our May fundraising drive. We'll talk more about that later. But we have this great new program, the Anchor Donor Program, basically, where we're asking people to contribute a little bit every month to help kind of make the giving last all year and be really strong. But we'll talk more about that later. Let's get right into the entertainment, shall we? Let's see. So we have 3 acts coming up. We have Rusty Stringfield. Rusty Stringfield's going to play. Aireene Espiritu and 5 Cent Coffee. Let's hit the old play button and check this stuff out. Take it away.
And we're on the search for the Lost Church. Where did we put it?
The Lost Church. Where did we put the Lost Church? Let's see, Lost Church. Yeah, so this goes out to Lost Church and everything those guys are trying to do over there. Love those guys. Greatest venue in the intimate venue in San Francisco, I'd say. Looking forward to getting up to Santa Rosa. We're Rusty Stringfield. We're really thankful to be a part of the Lost Church community and love being a part of it.
And here's a little song for you called Leisure Card. Hope you guys have been getting some leisure amidst all this craziness. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Leisure, leisure, leisure. You got a leisure card. Can you feel the pressure of the day to day? It's too much work when you want to play, and your voice is inside your head says walk away. Kings of leisure will help you find balance and the pleasure and the peace of mind. Live in the life of ease that you define. You got a leisure car. It's there to remind you that life shouldn't be so hard. You got a leisure car. Call to action when you're feeling the need to spread your wings and fly with a leisure car. Leisure card has no annual fee. Activate your membership, it's totally free. Open to the possibility of a whole lot of leisure time. Life's too short to be stuck in a groove without enough time to bust a move. What in the world are you trying to prove? Leisure time is calling out to you. So bust out your leisure card. No need to worry, just go with the flow. When times are hard, you got to let it go. Plant your leisure seed and watch it grow. So climb that mountain, ride that song, and go down the river that's flowing strong. Leisure helps us all to get along, get along. Bust out your leisure card. It's there to remind you that life shouldn't be so hard. Show us your leisure card. There is no limit or penalty. Just living in harmony. I got my leisure, I got my leisure card. It's there to remind me to always take some time to unwind. I got a leisure card. Call to action when you're feeling the need. Spread your wings and fly. Gonna take me for a ride. The kings of leisure got my leisure card. Thank y'all. Cheers.
Go Lost Church.
Hi, I'm Aireene Espiritu. I'm an artist and audience member and a big fan of the Lost Church. I'm wearing my Lost Church shirt right now. Anyway, big shout out to Brett and Elizabeth, the co-founders, and also the wonderful staff that really work hard to facilitate this sweet, intimate space for us to play. They always make the room feel like we're old time friends. So I really appreciate that. So anyway, I hope you can all join me in showing our support for the Lost Church. I'm gonna play a song called Only Rock and Roll. The spell has not been broken, the haste lingers on. So I set out on the road, searching for the one who knows the cure. same. And then I hear a band, they start to play. Hey, it was only rock and roll, only rock and roll, only rock and roll, brought me back. Only rock and roll, only rock and roll. It was only rock and roll, brought me back, brought me back. The wizards gave me potions, I must have tried them all, but nothing can take away the gray that loomed over my head. I know what it takes to make it rain. And then I hear that band, they start to play. Hey, it was only rock and roll, only rock and roll, only rock and roll, brought me back. Only rock and roll, only rock and roll. It was only rock and roll, brought me back, brought me back.
Hey, we're 5 Cent Coffee, and we're so happy to be doing this and participating in this event. We love the Lost Church, have loved it since it began, and it's a fantastic listening room, of course, and we love the intimacy of the place. Rick, what's your favorite thing about
Well, we played so many great shows there. I just love the intimacy. I love that the audience is right there. It's a classic old school San Francisco vibe of the weirdness, the alternative. The support for musicians is just alive in there, and for artists and theater and magic and everything they do. It's about supporting the arts, and I love that it feels like home when you're there. The staff is always so welcoming, and of course Brett and Michele and everybody just makes you feel that it is your music room to express yourself in. And we've seen some of the greatest shows there, and have been able to participate in some of our favorite shows we've ever played. We're super excited to perform a song for you, and thank you for asking us. And this is a brand new song that we've written right at the beginning of the pandemic. This was one of the first quarantine tunes that came spilling out. And it's called Sleep Here Tonight, a little duet, me and Doodles LaRue, so I hope you enjoy it thoroughly. Thank you, Lost Church. Well, the red light through the window, it flashes in time. We chipped away at the diamond with all these nickels and dimes, and I know you can hear me from this empty bottle of rye and empty chairs at the table. If you think it's alright, well, maybe I could sleep here tonight.
You know I took down your picture. I locked it up tight. Kept the key in my pocket. Though I know it ain't right. Maybe you can sleep here tonight.
Just need a few hours out of the cold.
Come on inside, lay down your load.
We'll find a way to keep ourselves warm
till the morning comes. Rest your head on the pillow.
Take off your shoes, close your eyes.
The falling rain don't mean nothing
If
we hold each other tight. Morning brings the thunder,
but I know just where to hide.
deep under the covers. And if it all ends in the light, at least we got to sleep here tonight.
Yes, bravo! That was fantastic. That was the first three performers for this evening. That was Rusty Stringfield, Aireene Espiritu, and 5 Cent Coffee. I'm Josh Windmiller. I'm your host here for the evening, and we are here celebrating the music of the past and the music of the future of the Lost Church. And we are so happy to have you here with us. We have a lot of music to come. But first, I wanted to let you know about something that we're doing for the month of May. We are having a big, very special, very important fundraiser. Can we bring that up, Joe? We have, there you go. It's our new Anchors Away campaign. We are asking for folks who support the Lost Church to please join us, if you're able to, on a deeper level, be an anchor for our organization. What you do is you become a monthly donor to help the theater continue operating, and it helps us out so much because we get to know what we're going to be having every month. It lets us make more time focusing on creating really special shows and less time going out there and having to fundraise every single month to reach these really important goals. So please, if you're able to, please consider going to thelostchurch.com/donate here and join us, become an anchor supporter, and let's keep the live performance strong, thriving, and alive right here. Cool. Thanks. All right, next up we have another three performers. Let me tell you who they are. We have Double DW is coming up. We've got Shawna Virago and Rotimi Agbabiaka. Those are our next three acts, so buckle your seatbelts. We're going to hit the play button right now.
Hello, my name is Bryce David Dow Williamson, and I do music under the pseudonym Double DW, and I surely do appreciate the Lost Church in a variety of the forms that I have seen it in, both in San Francisco and Santa Rosa. I think that it fills a void that is very much needed within so many of our struggling music scenes, being a small room where you can rely on professionalism and a level of heartfelt coziness is hard to find, and you might be able to find in a house show here and there, but they don't always, those houses don't always last so long, and so I think that it's a beautiful thing that they've done in a very intelligent way, and I'm very excited to have been able to play at the Lost Church in Santa Rosa once and see some really amazing and beautiful folks that we're able to travel through, and I'm real excited for it to open again. And let's see, this is a song that I wrote called Love Life, that is it's mainly about trying to comfort your inner child.
If my boy had anything to say that was true, you'd probably say it from the middle of your life. There was a time before he grew into my spine, when solitude was a big old trap. I've been running like a fool off of the mountain. The boy's been kinging, drinking from the fountain. Oh, I wanna hear what he has to say. Wanna remember how to play. I wanna love life like it never did me wrong. Find the purest song. If my man spoke to you, oh, we'd say it's subtle and true, but the worry of life does catch you. One can't get too far with only dreams to start the car, but the boy wants only to stay and play. I've been running like a fool off of the mountain. The boy's been king, drinking from the fountain. Oh, I wanna hear what he has to say. Wanna remember how to play. I wanna love life like it never did me wrong. Find the purest song. I wanna love life like it never did me wrong. Find the purest song.
My name is Shawna Virago, and I'm here to let you know that I'm a huge fan of the Lost Church in San Francisco. I've played many shows there. They've all been great. They have treated me so warmly, so kindly, and I just want to say I think the Lost Church is one of the last bastions in this town that's holding the torch for DIY art, independent thought, and they curate some of the best shows that I've been to in years. I'd also like to just give a quick shout out to both Brett and Michele and everybody there that is a volunteer or works there for holding it down and keeping art alive in San Francisco. Thank you, Lost Church. I love you. broken, living in a haze from my station in life. Trouble started when I slept with the mayor, then the mayor's wife. Next time I won't fall for the line. Trust me, I love you for your mind. Driving, hand in tight, cigarette trees on either side. Turning on the lane and the yellow's all flat, out past where the dust double stands. You can't find right into the river of chance on a high road. They handed me keys to the city, then they changed the locks. Accused me of marking my car, trying to turn back the clock. Lie to me now, I don't know what's worse, a country gem or a country church. Driving, hand in time, cigarette trees on either side. Turning on the lane, now the yellow's all flat, out past where the dust double stands. Cast mine right into the river of chance. Roll, baby, roll, baby, roll, baby, roll, baby, roll. That's this winter moon into the morning. Roll, baby, roll, baby, roll, baby, roll, baby, roll. You take me where my dream won't be torn. Lie to me now, I don't know what's worse, a country gem or a country church. Driving, hand in tight, cigarette trees on either side. Turning off the lane at the yellow's all flat, out past where the dust double stands. To cast my line into the river of chance. In my rear view is the sun's glare. My vehicle's there and I don't care. My motor is light as their high road.
Hello, my name is Rotimi Agbabiaka, and yes, I am here in front of the Lost Church, wishing that I could go inside. I remember the first time I ever came to the Lost Church. I was here for a video shoot, and I was amazed and struck by how gorgeous this space is. I loved its mixture of intimacy and grandness, and ever since then, it's always been such a pleasure to come and be part of the beautiful art that gets created here. And I cannot wait for the day that we can gather together again. But until then, I guess I'll rap on your door, tap on your window pane. But I really won't, because I don't want to bother the folks inside. I guess I'll swallow my pride. Beg you to please, baby, please save me. I want to tell you, baby, the changes I've been going through. Missing you, listen you, till you come back to me. That's what I'm gonna do. Living for you, my dear, is like living in a world of constant fear. Hear my plea, I've got to make you see. our love is dying. Although your phone you ignore, somehow I must explain. I guess I'll rap on your door. I'll tap on your window pane. I'm gonna camp by your steps till I get through to you. I gotta change your view, baby, till you come back to me. That's what I'm gonna do. Till you come back to me, that's what I'm gonna do. See you soon, Lost Church.
Hi everyone. I'm Michele Kappel. I'm a Lost Church Programming Director and Communications Director. And I'm so happy to be here with you tonight, and I'm happy you're watching. You know, it's wonderful that we can do this virtually and enjoy our Anchors Away program, kicking off the big Anchor Donor Drive throughout the month of May. You know, it's not as great as having you here. Obviously, that's why I'm dressed nautical casual for this. If you were here in this beautiful room with us, of course I'd be black tie nautical. But we're working on it. We will get there. You know, keep the faith. One of the great pleasures of when we are open, something that I love that we do, that we get to do, is on the first Wednesday of every month in San Francisco and the third Thursday in Santa Rosa, we have the astounding and the incorrigible and the brilliant and big-hearted Brad Barton, reality thief, who performs twice a month for Lost Church. And we couldn't be luckier, and I'm glad that he is here with us live. I'm going to invite him on any second. I'm going to get very technical here. Hello? Is this how you do it?
Hello.
Oh, hi, it's Brad Barton, reality thief. Woo!
Oh my gosh. How are you doing?
I'm wonderful.
So
How are you? Yeah.
Super duper. Thanks for having me, guys. It's really cool.
It's kind of cloudy over there, isn't it, though, where you're at?
Yeah, like I had a show earlier today, and then they told me, I said, well, where's this one taking place? And they said it's taking place in the clouds. So I figured, why not show up dressed like this? So, man, I was just thinking about this. You know, I moved to the Bay Area in 2009, and I didn't find the Lost Church until 2012. So, and I started performing there. But as soon as I walked in, the first time I walked into 65 Cap Street, I said, oh man, this is the place I've been looking for. And I talked to Brett. Brett was there that night. And I told him I'd been looking for a place to do a residency. And Brett was like, oh, cool. Well, what kind of music do you play? And I said, oh, I'm not a musician. I'm a magician. And he's like, you're a magician? Oh my God. He's like, we talked about how we're going to have a magic show here. And that was the beginning of a beautiful relationship.
Yeah.
And so that means next year will be a 10-year anniversary of performing at the Lost Church. So we're going to have to talk about that.
I love it. That's great. Well, it'll be big. It'll be amazing.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait. And, I overheard the folks with 5 cent coffee saying how the Lost Church feels like home. And I totally agree with that sentiment. And not only that, but in the years of working there, Brett, Liz, you, Michelle, Mickey, and Josh, and everybody else, you all feel like family now to me, sincerely.
Yeah.
So I thought it'd be really cool, instead of recording something and sitting in. Michelle, you're such a busy person. I know you don't get to make it into all the shows all the time, so I figured I would do magic for you right now.
I'm so lucky. Fabulous.
So, I've been keeping myself really busy ever since the pandemic started. I quickly pivoted to doing online magic shows. I just did one of my monthly public ones today. And but I keep myself busy doing other stuff. For instance, I'll show you this real quick. I've picked up sculpture.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm learning to sculpt stuff. This is one of my mediums of choice right here. I don't know if you recognize that. Can you see what this is?
Is it a rubber band? No, it's a balloon? Oh, I love
It's a balloon.
balloons.
It's an animal balloon.
Sit down.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever tried this.
Yeah, to blow up a balloon?
Yeah, it's really, well, these are really difficult to blow up. It takes a lot of lung power.
Uh-huh.
So I figured out a little life hack. Check this out, watch.
Okay.
You only have to put that much air in it. You don't have to fill it all the way up. And then look at this. You just squeeze it at the bottom, right? See how it gets all tubular? Starts to fill up with air? And then watch this, look. It's a little life hack. Look, if you just do this just right, watch.
Oh wow, I can't wait to try that and have it come out exactly the same way. That's
It'll
so
work,
beautiful.
If it doesn't work, demand a refund immediately from whoever you buy your balloon.
That's right.
But here's the thing.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, it's not the only medium I'm using either. So I have been doing a lot of, rubber balloon stuff. I'm calling myself the Lord of Latex. And
well, that's a whole other type of act.
I've also been using this paper as well. This will make sense in just a moment because I have here, these right here, are my origami flashcards.
Okay.
And I've been learning how to do origami. Are you familiar, Michelle, with the ancient Japanese art of paper folding?
Yes, it's amazing.
Yeah, so I've learned how to make each and every one of these. A flower, elephant, never forget that one. And we got a pinwheels. You remember pinwheels, Michelle?
Yeah.
What happened to those? Now it's all fidget spinners and TikToks for these crazy kids. And we got butterfly and boat and you get it, so on and so on, a bunch of different ones. So here's the thing, Michelle. I have memorized how to do each and every one of these. And I've also learned how to do what's called psychic origami.
Ooh.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to deal one of these cards at a time. Okay, I won't hold them up like this because then I can see in the camera what it is.
Right.
But I'm going to deal them one at a time. And whenever you want, Michelle, you stop me. I won't look at the card, and I'll try to guess what it is using my psychic powers. I'm going to deal slow because of the lag. Here we go. Tell me when to stop.
And stop. Whoop.
This one right here in my hand?
Yes, please.
This one right here, okay, I'm going to put it over here on the clock. Look, we're not going to look at the rest of it. Whoop, dropped it. We're not going to use the rest of it. We're just that one. And I'm going to use my set. Oh, man. I dropped the cards, and I totally forgot to do this sneaky card. There was a sneaky thing I was going to do, but I was so stupid. This is a new trick. You know, I'm going to commit to it. Maybe we can edit this out. Oh, this is live. We can't
This is live, yeah. Uh-oh.
Yeah. I'm going to take a piece of paper. Don't worry, I got other tricks that'll work better than this one, but I'm just going to go for it. I'll take the piece of paper here, and I'm going to use my psychic powers to guess what it was. I'm going to start with an accordion fold here. This is an accordion fold right here. Call it an accordion fold because it goes like, and then, Michelle, you see what the card was when I put it down. Did you have any glimpse of what it was, what animal it was?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you're no help then. Gosh. You know what? I'm just going to commit to what I think it is. You know what, Michelle? Can we start over? I don't want to do a stupid trick and not have one work out. Can we start over? Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
We're not going to use your card. Let's see what you picked. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I had it the entire time. Look at
that. Amazing. How did you do that?
Hey, I am only a tool. I am only a tool. Oh, wait. You know what? Before we can move on, did I lose you? Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you, yeah.
Okay, great. We're going to take the piece of paper. We're going to recycle it, okay? So
that's always good because California and shit.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to do an animal. So, Michelle, when you think of magic and magicians, what animal comes to your mind?
Oh, well, Should I say it?
Yeah, sure.
Bunny. Rabbit.
A bunny? Bunny? Oh, rabbit. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, like a magician pulls a rabbit out of the hat. Yeah, I meant more like dragons or unicorns, but I can do a rabbit. That's okay. I'll do a rabbit. Watch the piece of paper. Watch the piece of paper. I'm going to do a rabbit. One-handed do a rabbit. Here we go.
Oh, little fluffer. That's great. Oh my goodness, I love it. Oh, he's so cute.
Okay, I only have a little bit more time left with you, Michelle. So let's do one more. Let's do a big finish here, okay?
I'm with you.
Clear your mind.
That's not a problem.
Now, I know you're in the... I know, see what you did there. I know you're in the Lost Church right now, right? So here's what I asked... I want you to... You know, the Lost Church is known for its beauty, its elegance. It's also... Brett and Liz and Josh, they're all a bit of a collectors too. And so all the Lost Church gets filled with like these really cool knickknacks and old pieces of art. And I asked, I sent you a message earlier to pick one. You haven't told anybody what you picked, right?
Nope.
And you haven't shown me, nobody's seen it. You have it with you on your person. Don't show me, but do you have it?
I have it next to me.
Okay, great. Don't let me see it, but I'm gonna, what I need you to do is just kind of lean in and just focus. And just think of the object, think of the meaning of it behind it. Okay, I'm going to write something down. I'm not going to let you see what I'm writing here. I don't know if this is going to make sense to you. I hope it does. Okay, I'm going to hold that up. I'm going to commit to this. I'm going to commit to this.
Okay.
I'll put it in this big old paper clip, and so I can't do anything funny. I'll put it right here on my lapel too, so you can keep here at all times. Goes with my suit.
You uploaded it to the cloud.
Huh? It is uploaded. Hey, let me tell the jokes. Come on.
Sorry. I'm so
okay,
sorry.
no, that's okay. Okay, so you have one of the knickknacks in your mind. So go ahead and share it with us now, Michelle. What did you choose?
I chose. Oops. I chose this.
That looks like it's a photograph?
It is, yeah.
What is that a photograph of?
It's of a vaudeville lady. She's in her, maybe she's a aerialist or a tumbler, but she's all dressed up in her outfit.
She's a vaudeville lady, and why did you choose her, do you think, of all the ones?
Maybe just, I feel a connection with her, and Lost Church is like modern day vaudeville.
The portrait of a lady.
Yeah.
And you were drawn towards the portrait of a lady that looks like she's from vaudeville.
Yes.
And so it's probably had kind of made you think of like the atmosphere of the Lost Church, right? I mean, even though we're living in the present day, you feel like you're transported when you get into the Lost Church, right? You feel like you're in the old time, right? Yeah. And so here's what I want you to do. So you could have thought of any portrait. Now, before we go any further, it could have been like a little like glass goblet or a little atrium or all the little things they have over there. But you went with that. Now, you promise you didn't tell anybody or anything like that, right? You didn't tell anybody what you were going to pick. That was in your mind the entire time, right?
I solemnly swear.
Okay, well here, watch. I want you to see. I've been sitting here the entire time. Hold it up in the paperclip. You could have chosen any of the objects in the Lost Church, and you chose portrait.
Oh my goodness, no way.
Way.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Hey, well, thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much. I miss you all. I cannot
Brad,
wait
thank you.
Lost Church.
Pleasure. Oh my God, I can't wait to see you do this with all the people in the audience and all the love and attention you give them and all the thrills. Like this happens at twice a month here you talk to everybody in the audience. You're so good with each and every person, and it's really fun. So thank you. And we're excited for the 10th anniversary.
I think that's what I love the most about the Lost Church is that intimacy, to be able to connect with people right there in the moment and become a living, breathing, conversation going on. So thank you guys so much. I can't wait to see you guys again in person. Thanks again.
Thank you, Brad Barton, Reality Thief. On with the show, everyone. Roll 'em, Joe.
This is for you, lost church. Oh, how I miss places like yours. You were actually one of the last places I played before everything changed. We were there in March 2020. I think it was March 11th or March 12th to be exact. Oh, and you know how things changed. And I wish we could get back. This is for you. Keep live music alive. Places like Lost Church deserve to stay in our lives. Okay? Saw him in the city. Oh, how I feel for you, dripping all over. It wasn't pretty. You thought it never happened. Well, who you kidding? It's time to let it go, let it go. Unless it's something goofy, like in the movies, like perhaps a body double, a doppelganger. He calls you from his car while his hands were on her. Oh, what an animal, animal. Loud, say it clear, something you don't wanna hear. Well, devil's got your boyfriend, he's got your boy who said he'd always love you, he'd never leave you. Devil's got your boyfriend, he's got your boy and he'll never let go. Ba ba da ba da ba, ba ba da ba da ba, ba ba da ba da ba, ba da ba da. Oh, then into Bettina's, you won't believe it, I heard it from another, a New Orleanian. Well, anything can happen, maybe his sister, but he said she lived in Bend, Oregon. That sleep was something Freudian, and once you notice, it's like peeling up an onion. Layer by layer, liar, oh liar, he gets later and later, and you haven't done a thing, done a thing. Loud, say it loud and clear, something you don't wanna hear. Well, devil's got your boyfriend, he's got your boy who said he'd always love you, he'd never leave you. Devil's got your boyfriend, he's got your boy and he'll never let go. Ignore the signs, ignore the signs, ignore the signs of warning. Ignore the signs, ignore the signs, ignore the signs of warning. Loud, say it loud and clear, something you don't wanna hear. Well, devil's got your boyfriend, he's got your boy who said he'd always love you, he'd never leave you. Devil's got your boyfriend, he's got your boy and he'll never let go. I love you, Lost Church. I'll see you soon. We're gonna make that happen.
Hey, what's up, Nate?
Oh, hi.
It's Dan and Nate from The Human Condition. The whole band couldn't be here. Dave's in Utah. Mark is off on the Pacific Crest Trail someplace. And we can't wait to come back to the Lost Church. You know, we've been playing there for years, and we love everybody in the community and all the bands we've met and all the people we've played for. And it's going to take a while to get back to normal, but we'll be there when it's time. And for now, We got this one. This is one of the oldest Human Condition songs out there. Mark wrote it a long time ago, and this one's going out to you, buddy. Be safe on the trail. We'll see you at the Lost Church again soon. 1, 2, 3, 4.
The sky is gray and clouded too, and my heroes, well, I can see right through. Can you? It's just a ghost I saw last night. It's just a ghost I know I'll see again. It'll be chasing me down. And I'm sure I'll wake in the night, and I know I'll wake up and I'll be sweating. You know I'll be screaming. skies, blue skies. No, never see blue skies again. And I'll never look into your eyes. No, I'll never look into your eyes again. And I'll never see blue skies, blue skies. No, I'll never see blue skies again.
We'll see you soon, everybody.
Hey there, friends. You know, I think it was about 10 years ago that I went to the Lost Church for the first time. My friend Amina invited me to a show there. And like pretty much all of you, as soon as I walked through the doors, I was enchanted. I managed to talk Brett and Lizzie into letting me host a Front Porch Friday night series there. And about 3 years later, I was standing on that same stage. And my friend Amina handed me an envelope. She had taken up a collection from a bunch of my friends to get me a ticket to New Orleans. I'd never been. I'd always loved the music. And Amina was like, you know, you just have to go, Brian. In about 3 days, I'm going to go down there to visit my home that I've since, by hook or by crook, managed to buy down there. And that's just kind of magic you'll be supporting if you become an anchor donor. I can't imagine that kind of thing happening anywhere else. And I think many people will have similar stories. So that's mine. And I thought it was also appropriate to play a song that was inspired by being down there and by the music of New Orleans. Kind of my musical postcard, my musical love letter to that city. It's called Strike Up the Band. All right, here we go. Strike up the band, make some noise and shake the shadows down. Tie a hand, and get the bully boys to run around. There will be blood, there will be love and lies and war. Strike up the band, feel the finish off the floor. The night is young, pink and purple on perfume cheek. The silver tongue, making promises a dog can't keep. Awkward kids, why so clumsy and confused? Night is young, getting teamly stuff is cool. Got a bell that won't stay rung, so I ring it every day. Gotta watch the spring has sprung, but wind it anyway. Start the parade. I'll be stepping off in double time. The promenade, climbing, strutting in that second line. Simple sing of a big trumpet and trombone. Start the parade. Hear that rhythm swing and drum.
Right now, won't let go. So missing, Cline believe. Strike up the band. Make some noise and shake the shadows down. Get out of hand and give them bully boys a run around. There will be blood. There will be love and life and war. Strike up the band. Till the finish of the floor. Strike up the band. Support the Lost Church.
Thank you very much for those performances. That was Brian Belknap. That was Dan Brennan and Nate Harris from The Human Condition, and we had Tracy Bonham there as well. So thank you so much, everybody, for really giving your best of your performance and all that to this very special evening. It is a pleasure to be spending this time with you, and we have some more words from our co-founders, Brett and Elizabeth. Let's bring them in and see what they have to say.
Amazing performances. What a night it's been so far.
So we know what a tough year this has been for everybody, and we totally understand if you can't become recurring donors tonight or even a one-time donor. But we just wanted to say from the bottom of our hearts, we truly appreciate you spending your night with us, because that in itself is a huge form of support.
True. But if you do decide to become a recurring monthly donor, know that you will become the anchor of this organization and help us to weather these crazy economic storms so that we can continue to provide homes for artists who need 99-seat theaters. There really isn't a Lost Church without you guys. Thanks again so much for tuning in. Big, big love to you all. And
thank you.
Back to you, Josh.
Thank you. Good to see you both. So let's bring up the thing. There. Got it. Like, which side is it coming on? There we go. So please take a moment. It really, really does help us. And that's what we're working on this May, is to make sure that we can get a nice big group of anchor supporters to make sure that we can weather storms like we're experiencing right now. It's a very difficult time, as you know, for a lot of theaters and venues and everyone, really. But we're able to persevere and make it through these sorts of things thanks to support from people like you. And the best way that we can really make sure that we can weather future storms is to have sustaining members, anchor donors who are helping out, even with just a small amount, even just with $5 a month. It can mean so much on our end just to know how much we're going to have coming in through donations for the next month. It lets us really put aside some of those worries about how we're going to make our expenses get met every month, and lets us focus more on doing what we really are here to do, which is create, sustain, and defend places for live performances and to support the community. So please consider joining in. Please consider sharing it with some friends or family, and see if we can get some good anchors on board this May. We are going to be pushing this through all of our channels out there. We'll be staying out there and letting people know all about how being an anchor donor is so important. We'll be doing that through the month of May in particular. And if you do sign up to be an anchor donor in this month, you will get a super special, commemorative, magical, one-of-a-kind pin that we have designed. It's a pin that goes on your clothes or your jacket or something like that. And you will only be able to get this special limited edition anchor pin if you donate and become an anchor donor in the month of May. So please consider checking it out at lostchurch.com/donate. At least I believe that's what it reads. All right, let's have some more music, shall we? All right, we have Three acts coming up. We have Jaz Crow, Rachel Garlin, and Jill Tracy are all coming up. So let's pull in tight to your little viewing screen, and let's get this going on. Take it away.
Alright, we are Jaz Crow, and this is Quiet Nights. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shades of blue fill the room, fiery belly anticipates the doom. The quill to the phony love, and the heart starts woozing from the cut. Quiet nights stuck in between, quiet screams from our guitar strings, reminiscing on your sweet kissing This is where I want to be with you. You're so close to me, but just like the night stars, 4.7 billion light years away you are. Shades of blue fill the room, fiery belly anticipates the doom. The quill to the phony love, and the heart starts woozing from the cut. Yeah, that's it, calling it quits. Sick of this sickness, got me fiending this evening. You passed this on to me when I was least expecting. Toxicity running in my bloodstream, and you the only remedy when really what I need is honey in my tea. Let my teeth get rotten, and as long as I'm away from you, I'll be golden. And if I can make it through the night, I'll be good in the morning, yeah. I was lost and lonely, believing life was only one bittersweet tragedy better spent with you. I was lost and lonely, believing life was only one bittersweet tragedy better spent with you. This was not on me, partially. When will you learn to make these things work? It takes some accountability. How about a little responsibility? So won't you please let me whisper in my ear that thou only. Yeah, this is where I want to be with you. You're so close to me, but just like the night stars, 4.7 billion light years away you are. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, ha, ha, ha. Lost and lonely, believing life was only one bittersweet tragedy better spent with you. I was so lost and lonely, believing life was only one bittersweet tragedy better spent with you. Ooh, this was not on me, or partially. When will you learn to make these things work? It takes some accountability. How about a little responsibility? So won't you please let me whisper in my ear that
Jaz and Crow here. Thank you so much for listening to our song, Quiet Nights. And thank you so much to the Lost Church for giving the two of us this opportunity to record this song and put it out there for people to hear. It was that little push that we needed to just get things kickstarted. Again, thank you so much to the Lost Church for giving us this opportunity and opportunities from before. We're very grateful. Thank you.
Hi friends, greetings from San Francisco, home of the Lost Church, a place where many of us go for shows and friendship and music and theater, improvisation, creativity, and to be in a space where there are a whole bunch of unmatching chairs. We like that, filled with community-minded folks who support the arts. So I'm happy that you're here tonight, and I'm grateful to be playing you music from my home. Looking forward to getting back to the Lost Church. I wrote this song when I was thinking about the state that we are in, politically, socially, environmentally, and otherwise. I got stuck somewhere in between, freaking out and going numb from the spin machine. I've been reeling from the backlash of a crash course in chagrin. Oh, and I am struck by the state that we are in.
Some fiascos are better seen from the sky. A man has a plan to build a canal, then the railroad whizzes by. And we're watching out for whiskey while he's pouring out the gin. Oh, and I am struck by the state that we are in. I'm not saying there's an answer to the riddle. I'm not saying that the truth is in our reach. But when I wake up to the skies burning red before sunrise, I know the wildfires got very little sleep. Postcards that we write. Simply put, we're all under the same big satellite. And there's pressure on the middle and suppression in the window. But we're not stuck with the state that we are in. We're not tired, we're not despairing, not resigned. We're not counting on the roof to fix the leak. We're mixing districts redefined. We're ditching zigzag zip code lines. And we are gonna speak. It's time to take a trip and strip the poison from the soil. Dispense with it or drench it in Rosa oil. There's a drought, but there's a river with a mouth where we can swim. Oh, and we're not stuck with the state that we are in. We're not stuck with the state that we are in.
Thank you, Lost Church and friends of Lost Church. Have a good night.
Hi, it's Jill Tracy. I'm live from my living room, and I want to thank the Lost Church for inviting me to be part of the festivities today. So I am toasting a little Lambrusco in the honor. Thought that was a bit festive. I've actually been drinking it a lot in lockdown. I don't know why, but after being in lockdown alone in my apartment for over a year, I think we're all feeling the same way, that we've come to appreciate places like the Lost Church. And maybe we took them for granted before, but we're realizing now how they are so needed. These small, intimate places that respect artists and the artistry. And we are so in need of them now. So I thank you so much for your support. And I've had amazing times performing at the Lost Church. I mean, I remember when I first heard about the club, and just the name, people would always say to me, hey, you should play at the Lost Church. And I thought, the Lost Church? Like, what's this place? It sounded sacred and arcane. And it totally lived up to its name when you walked in. It felt like you were walking into a dollhouse. You know that episode of The Twilight Zone where these humans are propelled in and they wake up and they're in a dollhouse? That's kind of what it felt like. It was this little toy box theater, and all of these strange curiosities and lit cabinets and art on the walls, these brooding portraits, and of course I felt right at home. And location plays a large role in the work that I do, vibing off the energy of a specific location. So when I walked in, I knew that it would be a perfect spot for the sonic seance that I do. And when I perform with my violinist Paul Mercer, we call it the musical seance, because we invite the audience to bring objects into the show with them, and objects that are profound or significant in their lives. And then they share the story of the object with us, and we conjure music on the spot that evokes the emotion of the story. So we have had some really beautiful times at the Lost Church with the musical seance performances. But today I wanted to share a story with you, my favorite personal story of something that happened to me at the Lost Church. And haven't told really a lot of people about this, but it was a night that I wasn't even the performer. I was filling in as the host. So that meant that I was at the door and taking tickets and just checking names off the list. And a woman comes in, and she doesn't know who I am, and she's there to see another band, and I'm the host. And so she notices my hand when I reach over to check her name off the list, and she comments me on this crown ring that I wear on my index finger. And she said, "Oh, I love that crown ring. Where did you get it?" And she said, "Let me see it." And I held my hand up, and she looked at the ring. And I said, "Oh God, I've had this since the 90s. I've had this ring on my right index finger for 20 some odd years." And I told her, it's so special to me. It's traveled all over the world. It's been blessed by a famous voodoo priestess in New Orleans. It's on countless promo photos. Whenever you see pictures of my hands at the piano keys, you see this crown ring. And I told her, I said, it means so much to me that I have told people that I want to be cremated and make sure that I have this ring on. And she said, "Well, where did you get it?" And I said, "Well, it came to me in sort of a magical way. It was at a shop, an artist consignment shop, and I was told it was one of a kind or just one of a few, and I don't know anything about it." I said, "The only thing I know about it is it says Little Horses on it, and that's the artist, I guess." And she said, "Let me see it." And she held her hand up, and she had on the exact same crown ring. And I said, "Oh my God, Little Horses?" And she took it off, and it was the same ring. And I said, "Well, I was told, there are not many." And she said, "Well," she said, "to be honest, there were just 4 that were made." And I said, well, I've always wondered who made these. And she said, I made the ring. I'm little horses. And we looked at each other and we just almost both started crying and we hugged each other. And I said, I always knew that I would meet the person that created this ring. I always knew that you would come to me at some point. And she said there were just, I believe, 4 made, and she kept one and gave one to a friend or a family member. And so mine was the only other one, or maybe there were 2 in circulation. So I met her. She came into my life at the Lost Church. And that's the magical story I wanted to share with you. And I am just hoping, and here's a toast to more magic that comes into our life after this mess is over. And I will see you at the Lost Church very soon. Thanks. Thanks for listening.
All right, thank you everybody. Thank you for giving us those music and for those stories. I love that. There are so many great memories at the Lost Church, and I guess I'll try and share one of my own or something like that. I mean, in my experience in performing, San Francisco has really been a tough one for a while for me because oftentimes I would just find myself playing in a noisy bar or at a restaurant or something like that, and it felt like it takes the energy out of your sails a lot when you're trying to write songs or do something that you want an audience, you want to be able to share a story or something like that. And I was just getting so tired of performing in loud bars or something like that. And a friend told me about the Lost Church and that might be a good place to go. And I went there to watch a show first, and it was just so beautiful to see a place where the music and the experience itself is really the center of the performance. It was great to go someplace where shows are seated. We got to really all share in the evening together before an intermission in the middle where we would get to meet, the other people that were in the room with us, and then all sat back down again, closer friends, to enjoy the second half. Eventually I was able to perform there, and I was able to bring out all of these songs that I just wasn't able to perform at all of the other places that I had played music at. They were too fragile or something like that, and they needed a room like the Lost Church in order to be played. And I've heard other artists say similar stuff, actually, that they would change their set list once they got a look at what the room looks like and what is possible in that kind of magical space. And so then from then I got to host shows there and really get to do something really special, which is see the eyes on the artists when they come, because some of them don't know the venue before they play it. They book the show, and then they show up, and seeing them load in and just start to look at just the beautiful space and see them get more and more excited for the show. That's always a great thing as well. So many really great memories, and so many memories to be had and to be created once we open up the doors again and start having shows. But in the meantime, I'd say this is pretty good. This is a pretty special, pretty good evening. And you're pitching in, you're helping, you're really doing it. Let me just say some names of some folks that have signed up, and just to say thank you, just put you on the spot. Nina Jo, thank you. Todd, Rhonda, Carolyn, Richard, Mimi, Francis, Daniel, and Jennifer. You all have really made my night for sure by joining. Thank you. And everybody who's watching right now, that we have one more segment of music. And so there is still time for you to donate during this show. Please bring it on up, Joe. There you go. That's the link right there to donate. If the shows this evening have resonated with you, if any of the stories have, please consider a donation. Even just signing up as an anchor for $5 a month gives us a deeper stability as an organization, something that we really need and something that we really appreciate. So, thank you. All right. Let's go on to the next 3 acts. We have Alison Harris. Alison Harris is coming up. We Became Owls, and Brittany Aquamarine. Let's see what they've got cooking.
Hey, it's Alison Harris, and I'm excited to be making this video for the Lost Church in Santa Rosa. I'm very excited to have a place to play that's an intimate space focused on acoustic sound and the connection that happens when you really share music from the heart. It's a very healing thing. So I'm going to share my brand new song in that spirit. Wrote you a letter, sung you a song. You don't seem to care. All of those nights that you strung me along, you weren't really there. You were wishing and hoping for one that got away, hoping that maybe she'd come back someday. I confess, I'm a mess. You better keep away. There's something about you I just can't resist, and I know you don't feel the same way. But maybe one hot summer day we could find some songs to play and stop fighting. I could learn to win, and I could get more curious and be a lot less serious and navigate with grace and let go of my rage and step out of this cage so we could start again, this time just as friends. Oh, a lifetime of dreaming, you swept me out to sea. I'm marooned on an island, only songs to eat. And I thought if I asked that you'd teach me how to swim, but the moon was too strong and she pulled me along to a place where you couldn't dive in. Maybe if I keep singing like a siren, I could call Poseidon and he could bring the tide in to carry me to shore, so I could try once more to live on solid land and start another band.
Howdy, folks.
It's a long way down to fall, but you can imagine what it feels like. And you're a long way from your home, and you don't imagine what it looks like anymore. No, it seems to be something that you can't find. It's easier to take a long ride across town to escape overhearing conversations of investments and savings accounts. I could give zero fucks about your application to mine Bitcoin. It doesn't have to be a complicated answer. Remind yourself to breathe in and out. It's a simple answer. Just pay attention with intention and don't let it drift. When it's rough, recall a tiny dancer. I'll hold you closer and together we can shift. 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 Love you, Lost Church family. Hopefully we can jam again soon in that lovely space. Thanks. So a quick word on what the Lost Church has meant to me over the years, and it feels sad to say that I feel disconnected from the Lost Church, given over the last year it's been so tough for everyone. So I imagine there's a shared experience for most folks in there somewhere. But the space, the people, Brett, his family, the shows, the quiet, the shared enthusiasm, love, joy of being in that place together, even with strangers, and sharing the intimacy of a show or a moment in a song or a laugh or a cry. And that feels missed right now. I think that's the understatement. And so important for us
as we move through this thing. And as we start getting back together and being a community again in the traditional forms that we typically think of it. So that's what I think of when I think of the Lost Church, and I'm grateful to be a part of it still, and look forward to getting back into that place to make some songs and share art and joy with people. So thanks for having me.
Hey everybody, this is Brittany Aquamarine, and I played at the Lost Church February 2020, February 7th with Jaz Crow, and I really appreciate the Lost Church for so many reasons. It's one of my favorite venues to play in and to listen to music, so if you haven't been there, once it opens up again, I would really encourage you to check it out. It is a full-on listening room, and it makes it an intimate space where you can hear the stories of the performers, take in all of the music, all of the sounds in a shared venue. The space is amazing, the colors are amazing. Please, please, please support this place so it can continue to open and flourish. And I thank you so much for watching.
Wait for me, cause when you can't see, I can finally be me. People gotta ask, but they always agree. What I gotta get done is always for me. Seems to me you could be a little savvy. Red, blue, black, or white. Can't tell where the danger is day and night. Good God, these stories going round and round. The truth is in the middle, then it can't be found. All hands on deck in this time of need. The nation under God is equality.
This is now. This is now. Starts flowing, I'm moving, I'm outgrowing, tuning into that curiosity that brings me so near, so near. Vision is so tempting that I have to. Yeah, this I know, this I think I know. This is new, this is now.
Has had a great evening. That was fantastic to see those performances right there. These artists are just, it's just such a real pleasure to see everybody and to just know that we're all kind of on the same page with being excited to get back together, and also just good to see everybody so creative still, and still coming out with really great stuff. Thank you again, everybody who supported during this show. We're going to do a big thank you for all the artists in just a second, but I wanted to just take a second and say thank you so much, everyone who's donated. There's still time for anyone out there who hasn't. Please consider hopping on board before we close the feed. Just hop on board. If you can join as an anchor donor, that'd be great. If you can just do a one-time, that'd be great. But you know, we understand, of course, if you can't as well. Just having you tuning in and being a part of this special show just means so much to us. Yeah, so let's thank all the artists and everyone. I actually have to read this off paper to do it. I was doing all right with remembering everyone in between the shows. All right, so big thanks to Brett and Elizabeth, co-founders of The Lost Church, who opened up the show, and we just, so much love. Rusty Stringfield, Aireene Espiritu, 5 Cent Coffee, Double DW, Shawna Virago, Rotimi Agbabiaka. We had Michele Kappel here hosting Brad Barton, blowing our minds. Tracy Bonham, Dan Brennan and Nate Harris from The Human Condition, Brian Belknap, Jaz Crow, Rachel Garlin, Jill Tracy, and you had just seen Alison Harris, We Became Owls, and Brittany Aquamarine. I want to thank Wix Media for doing all of the technical wizardry and everything for making this thing possible. Isabel Garson did social media and helped us to get the word out about this evening. Now, everyone, I want you to know that this lives online now. This stays on the YouTube and the Facebook pages for The Lost Church. So go ahead and share it after you've watched it and send people over to it. The whole show will still be there. You can tune back in if you want to see any of these performances over again. And it is here. It is here for you. My name is Josh Windmiller, and I want to say thank you so much for spending this evening with me and with all of these artists. Yeah, okay. Well, we wish everybody a really beautiful night and a beautiful rest of their weekend. And we really look forward to spending some time with you at a show very soon. Thank you, and good night.
I do believe if love comes to you once, it can never leave. And if you don't got time for it, you better wake up and learn to adore it. And I don't care what day of the working week it is, you better get down in your soul. I do believe